Channel Voices is sponsored by Meter. With Meter, you can deliver enterprise networking as a service to your customers, delivering fast, secure, and scalable connectivity. And for you, Meter brings a predictable, high-margin, recurring revenue model that helps you grow your business. Thanks to Meter for sponsoring. Go to meter.com/channelvoices to apply now. That's meter.com/channelvoices to find out how to partner with Meter and accelerate your business. Linking MDF to partner tiers and specializations is one of the fastest ways to move your program from a fair but fuzzy to truly strategic and outcome-driven in 2026. In this Channel Chewsday episode, the focus is on how to stop treating MDF as a flat entitlement and start using smart segmentation so the right partners get the right kind of funding at the right time. Happy Channel Chewsday, friends. It's Maciek here, and today we're chewing on a question a lot of vendors are wrestling with right now. How do you link MDF to partner tiers and specializations in a way that's smart, fair, and actually drives growth? For years, MDF was often sprayed around on a who shouts the loudest basis, or handed out purely on revenue. In 2026, that's changing fast. The most mature programs are using tiering, capability, and specialization to decide not just who gets funds, but what those funds are for. Let's break this down a bit. First, why tiered specialization-driven MDF has become such a big theme in modern partner programs. Second, what this looks like in practice, how leading vendors are segmenting partners and tailoring MDF by tier and partner type. And third, how you can start to tune your own program without turning it into an administrative nightmare. So, why is everyone talking about this now? A couple of big trends are colliding. CRN's Partner Program Guide shows that top-rated 5-star programs increasingly lean on multi-level tiering and specializations. Registered silver, gold, platinum, plus badges for things like cloud, security, or industry solutions. Those tiers and badges now drive access to incentives, services, and importantly, marketing funds. At the same time, roadmap pieces looking at the 2026 tech channel point out that MDF is being deployed with much more precision than before, with vendors shifting away from one-off events and towards high-impact, repeatable demand generation and capability building. Under the hood, there's another shift, away from volume-only tiers towards capability and outcome-based tiers. A recent partner strategy guide lays this out clearly. Manufacturers and vendors are redesigning programs so advancement depends more on certification, specialization, service depth, and customer results, not just raw resale numbers. That naturally flows into MDF logic. If you want partners to build deeper skills and vertical plays, you can't just reward whoever ships the most boxes. You need to align funds to the partners and motions that build long-term value. So what does smart segmentation actually look like? One common pattern is to group partners into strategic, growth, and long-tail segments. Strategic partners are high fit and high potential. They typically sit in your top tiers and often hold multiple specializations. They get deeper support, joint planning, and yes, the lion's share of MDF, but with strong expectations around joint campaigns, solution development, and shared KPIs. Growth partners are a good fit with moderate current performance. Here, MDF is often used as fuel to scale. Think co-funded digital demand gen, enablement sprints, or vertical campaigns. Long-tail partners with lower fit or limited ambition might get light, mostly automated support and access to standard campaigns rather than bespoke funds. Specialization adds another layer. Many programs are now creating MDF tracks tied to specific competencies, cloud, security, data, industry solutions. For example, a security specialized partner in healthcare might be eligible for funds to run CISO roundtables or compliance-focused campaigns, while a data analytics specialist might be steered towards workshops and proof of concepts that showcase real customer outcomes. These specialization-based benefits, extra MDF, higher support, better leads, are a powerful motivator for partners to invest in skills and differentiation, not just volume. CRN's program analysis reinforces this. Many 5-star programs explicitly tie higher MDF access to advanced tiers like Platinum and to the attainment of specific accreditations. HubSpot, for example, offers MDF opportunities only to higher tiers, while using lower tiers to build towards that level through training and early co-marketing. That creates a clear ladder. As partners move up in capability and proof of performance, their MDF options improve in both size and flexibility. But there's the really interesting evolution. It's not just higher tier, more money. Thought leaders in partner investment argue that MDF activities themselves should change by partner maturity and role. New or early stage partners should spend more of their funds on readiness training, playbooks, internal enablement, because without that, any demand gen will leak. More mature partners with established skills and pipelines should lean their MDF towards demand generation and expansion plays. Tactical partners might focus on lead gen and short-term revenue, while truly strategic partners use funding for executive alignment, co-innovation, and market penetration in new segments. This approach solves a classic problem, the one-size-fits-all MDF menu. A unified framework suggests creating guardrails where MDF-eligible activities are mapped to partner type and maturity. Different recommended use of funds for, say, a new reseller versus a long-time cloud integrator. That not only boosts ROI, it also makes conversations with partners easier. You're not just saying, here's some money, you're saying, here's the highest impact way to use this money for where you are right now. Of course, none of this works without clear, understandable tiering and requirements. Articles on tier strategy emphasize how important it is that partners see the path. What revenue, what certifications, what specializations, and what customer outcomes they need to unlock each new level of benefits, including MDF. That also means being transparent about what changes as they move up. Higher MDF caps, access to proposal-based funds instead of just fixed micro-grants, or eligibility for strategic programs like joint PR, executive roadshows, or co-funded solution development. Then there's the operational side. MDF best practice guides warn that overcomplicated rules and disconnected systems are a big reason that funds go underused. If you're going to differentiate MDF by tier and specialization, your portal and automation have to keep up, showing partners in their dashboard exactly what they qualify for, what activities are recommended for them, and how to request, execute, and claim funds without having a PhD in vendor processes. That's why many vendors are moving MDF logic into modern channel PRM platforms that can enforce rules by tier, specialization, and region automatically. So how do you start without ripping everything up at once? A pragmatic approach is to pilot tier and specialization linked MDF in one region or with one partner segment. For example, you might decide that from Q2, Gold and Platinum Cloud specialized partners in EMEA can access a new pool of proposal-based MDF for marketplace-focused digital campaigns. You define the criteria tier, specialization, activity types, and the expected ROI benchmarks in terms of pipeline and revenue. You then watch how those partners use the funds compared to a control group, and whether the performance justifies scaling the model globally. Throughout, the data story is your friend. Program evaluations and multiple MDF guides all echo the same theme. When you align MDF to tiers and specializations, and then track impact by segment, you can make much sharper decisions. Maybe you discover that security specialized gold partners generate 6-to-1 revenue ROI on MDF, while generalist silver partners hover at 2-to-1. Or that strategic partners using MDF for executive briefings and solution workshops drive fewer but much larger deals than those spending on broad awareness campaigns. Those insights let you refine tiers, adjust eligible activities, and invest with confidence where it counts. So the big idea today is this. Linking MDF to partner tiers and specializations isn't about making your program more exclusive for the sake of it. It's about using segmentation to recognize real capability and focus scarce marketing dollars where they can do the most good for both you and the partners. When a registered partner sees a clear path to higher tiers with better MDF benefits, when a specialized partner feels their investment in skills and vertical expertise are rewarded, and when you can see in your dashboards how each segment converts MDF into pipeline and revenue, that's when MDF stops being a generic perk and becomes a strategic growth lever. There's still time to register for the Channel Scaler Live webinar taking place today, January 27th at 8 a.m. PST, 11 a.m. EST, 4 p.m. GMT. The panel of channel marketing experts will show how AI-powered MDF automation replaces manual submissions, spreadsheet tracking, and slow claims with streamlined workflows, real-time visibility, and consistent governance without adding operational overhead. The link to the registration is in the show notes. That's today's chew on smart segmentation and MDF. Thanks for listening to Channel Chewsday, and I'll speak with you next week as we take another bite out of the channel and partner ecosystem.